This video is sponsored by Sakuraco and Tokyo Treats. What are Madolches? So in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I decided to pick up the Madolche archetype. So the word Madolche contrives of two words, Mado, which means magic in Japanese, and then dolce, which is an Italian word for sweets or desserts and stuff. And a little side note, in Spanish, they're called dulces, dolces, dulces. It's kind of cool. So me being a person that loves sweets, loves food and such, I wanted to pick up this deck because not only does it consist of cute monsters that are inspired by sweets and desserts, but they're also extremely offensive. So how the Madolche archetype works is you set up your board by putting in monsters that activate their effects by special summoning, and what it mostly consists of is recycling cards from your graveyard back to your deck to be able to get off effects. For example, one of the boss monsters, Queen Tiramisu, you can actually remove from the field to their hand, so you can set up an open board so you can get your high attack monsters for you to completely OTK them. It's a very offensive deck, and if you don't have anything to be able to stop them, more times than none, if they're going second, they're going to wipe you out. When I first started learning this deck, it was a little hard at first, but I was able to get it down because there's so many different combos and there's so many different monsters that you can actually get your board started and to be able to set up the OTK if you do go second. Now, it's not the greatest going first deck. However, it does have something. For example, you can get the Sistart, which is a link monster, and if it points to a Madolche monster, all your Madolche spells are completely protected, which is very important for Madolches, by the way. It also has a really good trap card called Madolche Promenade, where if your opponent activates an effect monster on the field, you can negate it as long as you have something in your graveyard or your field to be able to bring back to your hand. And the fact that you can actually get a Madolche monster from your graveyard to your hand and activate your spell cards at that point is super good. So you got protection, you got negates, you got all sorts of stuff going for it, but it's still not great. It could still get kaiju'd. It's not super huge when it comes to attack power, but it's at least something, especially if you combine them with a bunch of other meta cards like Solemn Judgment, Solemn Strike, anything else that you want to put in there, then sure, go for it. So what's the point of this video? Well, the point of this video is to showcase the Madolche, and if you guys like it enough and enough people are interested in learning about Madolches, I will make a edited tutorial, quick and simple, but also informative about playing Madolches. So let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like a tutorial. There's already plenty of them on YouTube, but I would be making my own, try to make it as easy to explain and as quick and simple to explain as possible. And what I'll be doing is every time I showcase an archetype on the channel, I will make a tutorial for it if there's enough interest. But this video would not be possible if it wasn't for a coincidental sponsor of this video, Tokyo Treats and Sakuraco. Fellas, do you guys like treats? Do you guys like candy? Do you guys like snacks? Boy, do I have the company for you guys today. So Sakuraco is a monthly snack subscription box that gives you authentic and traditional Japanese snacks straight from the locals over in Japan. It's full of artisan snacks and very, very awesome, very cool treats that I've never even heard of. And sometimes they give you like really cool little housewares. Like they've given me like a plate or like a cup for my tea. This time they gave me chopsticks. I like chopsticks. I actually collect chopsticks, so they're really nice. Tokyo Treats is another subscription box snack service where you can get popular and seasonal snacks and treats ranging from exclusive Kit Kats to exclusive ramen and other things like that. It's super, super cool. So when it comes to these Tokyo Treat boxes, I look forward to the drinks a lot. They usually have some really like tasty Fanta, or in this case, Calpis soda. I've never had that. It has like an ice cream thing on top. Might have to try this. Smells good. Ooh, that's sweet. That's nice. Kind of refreshing, actually. Tastes like a Ramune candy. I like that. I'm gonna have that with some ice. This time they have banana caramel Kit Kats. Oh, I love bananas. Oh, I gotta try this. I love this box, dude. I love the Kit Kats. It's so cool. Like I said before, the Sakuraco one, that you get some real traditional artisan snacks that I love so much. They're not as much of like a convenience store type snacks, but as they are like local snack maker snacks, something you just start walking down the streets of Japan and you'd be like, what the heck is that? And then that's pretty much what this is. And I love it. They usually have breads, mochis, ooh, little cakes, like a matcha cake. I don't like matcha too much, but I love these matcha cakes. And like I said, the chopsticks are super cute and they're really good quality too. These aren't the flimsy ones that I get around here, but yeah, Sakuraco, always on the money with these. I usually look forward to both of them, but Sakuraco has ones that are, I'm like, I've never seen that before. I never knew that was a thing. So That's Sakuraco. So if you guys want to get yourself any one of these boxes of Tokyo Treats or Sakuraco, use the links in the description down below. It'll help out the channel and you can get yourself these boxes that are so freaking delicious. Thank you so much, Tokyo Treats and Sakuraco, for sponsoring this video. And now that we ate some sweets and desserts, let's go duel and kick some ass with sweets and desserts. I usually like going first, but for this sake, I'm gonna go second and see if I can get an OTK situation going off. Right off the bat with my hand, I have one negate that I can use from my hand just straight up. And I also have quite a few things to be able to get something started. Petting is a perfect card to be able to get started. So as of right now, I'm just gonna let them go at it. Go for it. Get your combos going, get everything started, and let's see if I can get past it with Madolches. Oh, and they're actually gonna be ending their turn right now. That's it? That's all you're gonna do? All right, then. So there's a couple things that I can do with my hand here. The ultimate thing that I want to do is see if they have a negate of some kind. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for Petting, because Petting can special summon herself if there's no monsters in the graveyard. And if she special summons, she can activate her second effect, which is gonna be great. So far, no negates, which is amazing. The only thing I'm worried about is Nibiru, and that would be really bad. But once I do that, I special summon Petting, and I can special summon another card from the deck. And the best one to summon with Petting is the Pudding Cess. Pudding is really good because with Petting's effect, you can special summon her from the deck with one. So she's a level 5 monster, 5-star monster. Petting's effect reduces her stars by 1. So it's 4 and 4, which means I can go into an Xyz called Madolche Teacher Glass Souffle. Glass Souffle is very important right now. The main point of Souffle is to summon Madolche Chocolat. Madolche Chocolat. Now what I did is I discarded one of the materials, the Petting. You want the level 5 monster as material still because of this card right here, the Chocolat. If the Chocolat has Souffle, if the Chocolat has Pudding in there as material, right, then another effect activates. So I'm gonna do her regular activation where I can get one card from the graveyard, put it into the deck, right? And then that activates her second effect, which allows me to summon one card from my deck, one monster from my deck, so as long as I detach a material. And as long as that Pudding is used as material, which she still has it, then she can keep summoning if she wants. Okay, so I'm gonna summon the Hoot Cake. Hoot Cake is very importante right now for what we want to do. All right, so now that we have Hoot Cake, we're gonna use Hoot Cake's effect, just like this. Hoot Cake's effect banishes one monster from the graveyard. This is where we're gonna Messengelato. Messengelato, we special summon Messengelato, and when it's special summoned, while Hoot Cake is on the field, I can get one spell or trap card from my deck to my hand. And I'm going to pick Salon. Salon is very important right now, but I still have my normal summon, okay? As you can see, I still have it right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to special summon an Angeli. Angeli, I'm not special summon, normal summon. Angeli contribute herself for me to get another gelato and also activate its effect because it's not once per turn. And after that, I'm going to get Ticket. All right, so now that I have my 3 main spell cards, these are the cards that I want. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to special summon Assist Heart. What that does, it protects my spell card. Those Madolche cards that I'm about to summon, as long as this card points to a Madolche monster, which it is, the Chocolat, which is very important, then she protects my Madolche spell cards. So now I can now activate my spell cards. Salon, Ticket, and last but not least, the Chateau. When Chateau gets activated, everything goes from the graveyard over to the deck, and both of these spells activate. Ticket actually summons a monster from my deck to the field, and Salon sets a spell card or trap card, Madolche spell card or trap card, to the field. And also Madolche Pudding Cess activates again, where I can also summon something as long as I detach because of that Pudding Cess. Now I cannot use this effect anymore because she has no material. Okay, so what am I going to be summoning? I'm going to be summoning let's do Angeli, because why not? Salon gets me my Promenade, which is my negate, in case anything dumb happens. And then Ticket special summons another monster on the field. And since I already have all my spell cards, I don't need to do Mess and Gelato, even though I have another Promenade in the deck and I can still use that if I really want to. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and just do, you know what, screw it. I'll do the Mess and Gelato again. All right, activate that and get the other Promenade in my hand. Beautiful. Now that I have that, something fell from my desk, sorry. So the Salon, one of its effect is I can normal summon twice. So since I already summoned that Angeli before, I can summon this Mageline. Bam, just like that. I can activate its effect. If it's normal summon, I can add something from my from the deck to my hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and get let's get a petting cess, just in case, you know, plan B. Start working up the plan B. Now that I have a full field, I can start going crazy now. I'm going to special summon a Tiramisu. You guys ready for this? This is gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna be using the Mess and Gelato and the Angeli to summon the Tiramisu, and this is going to be fun because its effect is if I detach a monster, right? I'm gonna detach Mess and Gelato. I can choose 2 Madolche monsters from the graveyard and add them back to the deck. So anyways, if I choose 2 cards from my graveyard to put back in my deck, I can go ahead and bounce back 2 cards that my opponent has and return them to the deck. Bye-bye. Guess what? Open field now. And guess what? I have lethal. Now, kill, 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 chocolate, kill. That's the Madolche deck. Freaking awesome. Now that was a really lucky one for me because they had no negates whatsoever. An Ash Blossom can really mess me up. Nibiru can mess me up quite a bit as well. There's a lot of things that can mess me up. Okay, so in the previous match, we actually went second and we showcased off the going second strat. Super optimal, super cool, but what happens when you go first? You know, I'd be lying if I said that this deck doesn't make me a little hungry. Okay, we got a couple of options here. This is actually really good. We have the Mageline, we have the Angeli as well. We're gonna start off with the Mageline, sorry, not Mageline. Because Mageline, if it's normal summon, I can go ahead and get a petting from the deck to my hand, which I can special summon from my hand if I have no monsters in my graveyard. Which right now it's at 0. Perfect. So I'm going to activate the effect and we're basically going to be doing the exact same thing we did with the going second strat. We're going to summon the pudding. Okay. Pudding is coming out. Beautiful. So we're going to make the teacher, the souffle, and we're going to summon in defense mode. Beautiful. All right, you have to activate the effect. Detach one. Don't detach the pudding. Detach the petting. You need to keep the pudding there to be able to activate Chocolate's effect. We're not going to activate the effect for teacher because that basically sends it from the graveyard to the deck, the petting that we already sent, and we need that for the chocolat. Okay, we get the chocolat. Beautiful, and the chocolat will be in defense mode over here in the very corner. You want to have a Madolche monster right here in the corner or any one of the corners because the where your monsters are in this turn going first is important because of the Sistart. Uh-oh. Are you gonna quit? No, don't quit. We're almost there. Hang in there, please. Yep, they're gone. So gone. Damn. Unfortunate. Let me try that again. All right, we are going first again. That was such a good opening, like, hand, too. Like, I could have gone, like, quite a good turn 1, man. That was a shame. That was a shame. All right, this is the other one that I got going first. Oh, not bad. Actually, I have a Chateau this time, which is really good. And I really hope I don't get negated or I don't get maxied. So this is something that I'm really hoping that works out. Mageline, please. Okay, no negates. Thank goodness. So, okay. Same thing. We're going to get the petting. Get the petting. No monsters in the graveyard. So I'm going to activate its effect. I can special summon it. If it's special summoned, its effect gets activated. Perfect. I get to summon the pudding and reduce its level by 1. Which is now a level 4 monster, which if it's a level 4 monster, I can get the glass or the teacher, the glass souffle. All right. Same thing as last time. Beautiful. See, that's what happens when you get the Mageline, and the petting is just as good too. So anyways, all right. Then you detach the petting, not the pudding, just letting you know, and then just target any one of them. Doesn't really matter. Okay. And I'm not going to activate the teacher's effect. We get the chocolat, and the chocolat will be over here because we need one either in the middle or in the very edge. Doesn't matter. And then now the pudding will activate its effects and I will send the petting to the graveyard. I'm sorry, to the deck from the graveyard. Okay, and I will activate its effects because it's got pudding as a material. Now we'll discard the teacher. Okay, beautiful. And I will special summon the hoot cake. Hooty hoo. I call it hooty hoo. I love hooty hoo. Hooty hoo will banish the teacher, and I will summon a Messengelato. No! No! Why must you do this? Please let me play. I just want to showcase the turn 1. All right, we're going first again. I don't know if I'll actually get another good turn 1 hand. I'm gonna be honest, but let me pray. Okay, we got a good turn 1 hand. What do you know? What are the odds? Now, what are the odds that they have a negate this time? I got 2 turn 1 hands without negates. Will it happen again? Hello? Can you let me? Ah, no negates. And I still have 2 maxis? What is this, the Twilight Zone? All right, same thing yet again. Let me fast forward this part, really. All right, we're here now. Back to where we started before that other guy scooped. So let's see what happens. Hoot cake. As I was saying, hoot cake will banish the teacher. Or if I want, this is special, I can do a maxi and I can banish the maxi without banishing the teacher. Because I do need something in the graveyard to be able to activate Chateau's effect, which I'm going to be getting right now. Actually, I don't need that. Actually, I don't need that. No, I don't. I don't need that. I'm going to do something else. Okay. Hoot cake will banish the teacher. I don't need the teacher. It's fine. I have another one. There's plenty of teachers to go around. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the Messengelato. And of course, you know what that does? It will get me a spell or trap card, which I'm going to be choosing the Chateau. The reason I'm choosing the Chateau is because the Chateau is, once I activate it, it's going to get everything from the graveyard, Madolche cards, from the graveyard to the deck. Now, I don't have any right now, and that's fine. I'm not going to activate Chateau yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a Sistart with 2 Madolche monsters, the Messengelato and the Mageline. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to put that right here, and it's pointing to the Chocolat, so its effect will activate. And now I will do the Chateau because I have monsters in the graveyard. All right, and what that does is every time a card gets sent from the graveyard to the deck, Pudding says, Chocolat's effect activates. Chocolat, which I can detach the Pudding says for the last time. All right, and special summon another monster. And guess what? I just barely just sent again to the deck from the graveyard. Messengelato. Let's do this again. Bam. That's right. Let's do this. Okay, so there's only really one thing I can do right now because there's nothing else. I can't summon anything else. I can't really do anything. So I'm gonna get a Promenade. Okay, which is gonna be very good. Okay, I'm gonna get the Promenade. I'm gonna put it right over here just because I want to, I guess. I don't know. And after that, we are pretty much all done. So I could have gone a different way. I could have gone a Salon, which allows me to normal summon another monster, and I can get another Messengelato out, and I can use the Messengelatos to be able to get a teacher. And the teacher's really good because I can send something from the graveyard to the deck. That's when I can use it to activate Chateau, and I can use it to activate tickets, so I can get another Promenade on here. I could have gone in many different ways, but I'm gonna go simple. I'm just gonna set the Promenade and end my turn. All of these are protected pretty much. Chateau is boosting up my monsters. Sistart is protecting my spell and trap cards. I'm pretty good right now. So let's go ahead and see what the opponent will do. So there's multiple ways you can play this deck. Like there's so many different things you can do. There's so many combos. There's so many things that you can try just depending on what your opponent is playing and what's going on. What the hell is that? What is this, anime? Why are you playing this? That's crazy. You know what? For kicks and giggles, I'm gonna activate a Maxi. Just like that, and see what happens. Because Maxi, of course, bane of everyone's existence. Let's see what happens here. Oh boy, you're going to, wow, you're gonna do that? Wow, what a guy. And there goes that. That's a normal summon. Very nice. Wow, that's crazy. Giant wreck. And another Axe of Despair. What is going on here? What the world? 2 Axe of Despairs, a Swords of Revealing Light, a Cyber Dragon, and a Giant Rex. What the hell? Where did that come from? I'm going to toggle on just in case I can activate Promenade, because I'm going to be activating Promenade again. So it's about to end main phase. It's going to go into battle phase. I'm going to let them go at it. Okay, it's the battle phase of the card. I'm going to see what they're going to attack, because if they attack the Sistart, please attack the Sistart. Sistart? Yeah. Oh, you're going to do the Chocolat? You SOB. You know what? Go for it. Can I actually do this? I'm actually going to learn this myself. I'm going to go with Promenade. I'm going to negate this. Don't you dare leave. I'm curious. I'm experimenting. I've never done this. Can I negate that in the battle step? No. Stop. Come back. No. Come back. No. So that was a turn one hand that you can do. There's other ways you can do your turn ones, but I guess that's a good way to do it. I'm a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little sad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that about does it for today's video. I'm going to assume that I was able to negate that Axe of Despair, run into me, kill the Cyber Dragon. They would have killed my Chocolat of some kind or something like that. Then after that, I would have been able to use Hootie Hoo again, summon some more things, more Messengelados, get some more tickets, get some more stuff, get the Tiramisu, be able to bounce the cards on the field. Then I would have been able to go for lethal. I'm assuming that's what would have happened, but because they disappeared while in the middle of an experiment that I was trying to conduct, they left, and now we'll never get to see if that's actually a reality. So that is the Madolche deck. Sweets, desserts, super cool, combo heavy, lots of different ways to build your board and lots of different ways for you to set up, and really cool for going for OTK, not one turn kills, but going second kills. You know what I mean? You can bounce things on the board, go for lethal and stuff. So you got to watch out for the negates though. You got to be able to bait them, get some meta cards to be able to completely disregard Ash Blossom. Nibiru with Herald, Called by the Grave, is also really good as well. So anyways, so that is the Madolche deck. Sweets, treats, desserts, all that good jazz. I'm going to be eating the rest of this box right now because I'm hungry. After seeing the Chocolat do work and the Queen Tiramisu, I'm hungry. So thank you so much, Tokyo Treat and Sakuraco, for sponsoring this video. And for the third time, if you guys want to see a tutorial, let me know. 750 likes, I will do a tutorial. I promise. Edited, simple, sweet, and informative. I appreciate you guys hanging out and clicking on the video. I will see you guys in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Okay? Bye-bye, everybody.